app for the iPad called Juiceologist. It's an app of juicing recipes, information, nutritional data, seasons of produce, storage, instructions or guidelines, juicing benefits, etc. But today I wanted to compare two juicers because I've read a lot of good reviews about the Hurom HU100, and I saw videos where this juicer was compared to a juicer like this or this one, and the Breville kind of got beat up, and I like it a lot. It's the first juicer that I bought. I've used it 2 or 3 times a day for the last 4 months, and I haven't had any trouble with it. These are two very different kinds of juicers. This is a centrifugal, a spinning disc that discards the pulp into a container. I've lined the container with plastic because it makes it easier to clean up, and the juice exits into the pitcher. This juice tends to be a little more juicy, a little less pulpy, and this juice tends to have more pulp in it. So if you like a juice that's got a pulp in it that's thicker, then you're probably going to prefer this. This machine accepts pretty large pieces of fruit, so it's kind of hassle-free as far as making it. I can just shove stuff in there and it comes out, and I get good quantities of juice, and it handles leafy greens fine. That's the other thing that I've seen online is people say that these juicers don't handle leafy greens. They handle leafy greens great. So, and a big difference is price. This is $100 less than the Hurom HU100. And a big one for me, because I don't like doing dishes, this is dishwasher safe. This has to be washed by hand. So I'm going to show you how these go together, and we're going to make a little juice. First I'll put together the Hurom HU100 and show you how this assembles. You have a bowl that has a plug. You need to make sure this plug is closed before you start juicing. This little silicone piece goes into this chute where the pulp will come out. Then you have a spinning brush and a strainer. These two fit together. They go into your bowl. There's a red dot on the bowl. There's a white dot on the strainer. Line those two up, put these together, and you're almost ready to go. So I like to put this on before I put the spinning screw in. Oh, sorry, squeezing screw. And that locks into place there. Then I can put the squeezing screw in. And this is, it's an auger. So be careful. Don't get your fingers caught in there while it's running, because you are going to probably end up missing a finger. And then the hopper goes on top of that. The hopper has a little mark that you can line up with this mark and lock that down, and you're good to go. The Breville machine has essentially three pieces. It has a juice cover, has the NutriDisc, and it has a juicing bowl. All these, this piece, this piece, this piece can all go in the dishwasher. The pulp catcher is just a catcher, which if you were to have a compost pile, this would be great to take the pulp out, use it in that. Or if you wanted to make something with it, save the pulp. The pulp that comes out of the Hurom is drier and maybe better to bake with. I don't know, because I don't cook with the pulp. I just discard it. I drink the juice. So another factor to consider for these machines is that this machine is a little bit noisier than this. Not much, but I'll turn this one on to show you. Sounds like a blender. You know, it's not excessively noisy. This machine turns at a slower RPM. As a result, it's quieter. And when produce is going through these, they make noise. I think that anybody would expect that. So let's start juicing, and we'll show you how these two things work. First, I'm going to put all my greens in here. This is cilantro and parsley. And it'll cook the bowl, and then I'll let the fruit rinse out the greens. You can put the whole apple in here. You can see you get a lot of juice out. I'll feed this in, and with this machine, you don't want to, you want to let the machine draw in the produce. You only will push it down if it gets, something gets stuck. So, as you can see, I can't really reach in there. Of course, I don't want to reach in too far because of the auger. You definitely don't want to stick anything down in there because that will, it gets caught really quickly, and I know from experience, don't do that. Apple pieces, I cut these up so that they wouldn't jam up the machine. This machine will jam from time to time, even if you cut it so it fits in the chute. If it's too large, it will jam. It has a reverse button so that you can back it up, and it's not a big deal. So you can see with this machine, I didn't have to push anything in. You just drop stuff in the chute. You can see the juice coming out here is pretty, I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty thick. It's thicker. It's got, it's got more pulp to it. So you're going to get, when you buy orange juice, if you buy the orange juice in the store with a lot of pulp and you like that, then you're going to like this. If you buy the no pulp orange juice, then you're going to like this. So as you can see, the juice quantity is nearly identical from these. I measured ingredients ahead of time to make sure we're comparing apples to apples. And I think it's going to come down to personal preference for you. Do you like a juice that's more pulpy? Or do you like a juice that's finer? Because this still has fiber in it. But you're not going to have, when you drink this, it's not as chunky. That's the only way for me to describe it. When you drink this, a little chunkier. Nutritionally, these are both going to be excellent. They're great for you. It's a great way to get healthy, get your fruits and vegetables, do it quickly and easily, have fun while you're doing it. Conclusion for me is that, personally, I like the Breville. I've seen a lot of videos where people love the Hurom. They produce two different kinds of juice. They do it in two different ways. This is the slow squeezing method, and it produces a dry pulp. This is the centrifugal. The pulp's a little wetter, but it's not much wetter. They both produce the same amount of juice. Cleanup is seriously much easier with this. All this can go in the dishwasher. This has 5 pieces to put together. This has 3. It's $100 less. $100 more. They both produce a great quality juice, no argument about the quality of the juice. It really just depends on what you prefer. This machine's a little noisier, this machine's a little quieter. Either way, can't go wrong. Juice for your health, because it's really good for you. And thanks for watching. I hope this helped you make a choice on which juicer you want to buy for yourself or to give somebody for a gift. And I hope that you'll check out my juicing app, Juiceologist. It's out in the App Store. Looks like this. Have a lot of fun. Thank you. Bye.